it's Ami here. Today I wanted to do something very simple in this video. I'm just gonna talk in English about things. I haven't been speaking English for a long time for this channel, so let me speak in English a little bit. If you're interested in watching LA activities or LA sites, please go watch my other videos. Alright, let's get started. Let's talk about 治安. 治安in English is public safety, public order. I think a lot of people assume that Los Angeles is very dangerous. Is it really dangerous to live here? Yes and no. I think it's a yes, because it's definitely more dangerous than living in Tokyo or Japan. And it's a no, because look at me. I'm fine. I'm doing okay. But I would say it's more dangerous. There is this app called 𝐶itizen. Basically what this app does is that it can show you what's going on in your neighborhood. For example, a gun violence happened. Oh, someone got shot. You get notified on your phone. Or someone's stealing someone's car. Oh, you get notified on your phone. What an amazing app, right? It's so much fun. Please understand, I'm being sarcastic. And it's actually a depressing app. I think a lot of people downloaded it over COVID to see what's going on in their surroundings, and they decided, oh, this app is not helping me. This is gonna make me depressed. So I think a lot of people downloaded it and undownloaded it. I never downloaded it because I knew what's gonna happen to me. Yeah. So I don't want to scare anybody, especially Japanese people who want to visit LA. So I'm gonna tell you couple of tips, things to avoid in Los Angeles. First, don't walk by yourself at nighttime. Anywhere, even in a nice neighborhood. Just don't. And if you absolutely have to, please bring a pepper spray and don't put it in your purse or like somewhere you can't reach at needed time. You have to have it in your hand, just like this. Walk very cautiously, be very alert, and if anything, just use the spray. And second, don't take trains or bus if you can. I think during the day, especially bus is fine. It's just not nice. So if you can use Uber or other options, please opt for that. Taking the train at nighttime, it's suicidal, to be honest. Please don't. Third thing, getting drunk in public. You know, when you look at Tokyo, you can just get drunk and like you can sleep on the street. And no one's gonna try to rob you. Probably like people are so nice that they will give you like a bottle of water, like please be safe, that kind of thing. That is not gonna happen in Los Angeles. So I don't think anyone from Japan would think that they can do the same thing in LA, but just be careful. Environment is completely different. Try to avoid, you know, like obviously stupid things and stupid decisions. When we talk about 治安, public safety, homelessness comes to our mind, but I don't know if really that's the main problem. I'm sure it's adding to the problem, but they're not the worst enemy, I feel like. To me, the presence of gun is terrible. It makes it worse for all of America. I don't want to be political, so I don't want to get into it, but I'm definitely anti-gun. I'm being political. I have to say it's ridiculous how America is never gonna ban guns and they're trying to ban abortion and TikTok. Wow, good job, America. Another thing I wanted to talk about is 𝐏𝐸. So those who don't know what 𝐏𝐸 is, let me explain. 𝐏𝐸 is a term to describe someone who goes to a foreign country, for example, and comes back heavily affected by the foreign culture and acting as if that person becomes the foreign person. So for example, if someone goes to LA for a week and comes back to Japan and start acting like, oh, so in LA we do it like this, so you guys should do it like this too. That's 𝐏𝐸. But sometimes Japanese people use 𝐏𝐸 in a wrong way. In one of my shorts, someone called me 𝐏𝐸. That is not right. I call that an assimilation and adaptation. Well, I don't care about those people who commented calling me kabure because they don't know me. When someone like myself goes to a foreign country and lives there for over a decade and becomes accustomed to the culture, the mannerism, and just the standards of that country, right? That is assimilation. That is not kabure. If I went to America for only a couple weeks and then come back to Japan and acting like, sorry, I forgot Japanese, you know, that's kabure. But I sometimes do forget Japanese because I'm in America and I don't get to speak Japanese sometimes. So that is kind of forgetfulness, not kabure. So when I try to speak Japanese sometimes it's not correct, and I don't feel good about it, but it's just like it happens sometimes. But I was thinking the other day, kabure, this term kabure only applies to Japanese people from Japan who looks like Japanese. Does that make sense? Because if a foreign person, let's say this white American guy, comes to Japan and he assimilates, he learns the customs and starts to behave like a Japanese person, Japanese people wouldn't call that a kabure. It's assimilation. It's a well-adaptation. Right? On the other hand, actually, if this white guy didn't learn the Japanese way and acting all American in Japan, then Japanese people would call him, oh, gaijin, a foreigner, you know? He needs to learn the Japanese way, gaijin. I think what it is that some Japanese people have this mentality of expecting Japanese-looking person to behave like a Japanese person. Does that make sense? If a person doesn't look like a Japanese person, typical Japanese East Asian looking, then probably things are different. But since I am a Japanese citizen, I'm from Japan, I grew up in Japan, my heritage, my background, all Japanese. So if I transform, if I morph into something, evolved into something, then some people have a problem with that. Which is not my problem though. But again, no matter how assimilated I am into the US culture, I do feel I'm very, very Japanese because my core values and principles are super Japanese and I do look the part. This summer makes it 14 years in the US for me, and I've changed a lot over the decade. I used to say I've become a hybrid of Japan and the US, but no. I found a better way to describe myself. So I am already fully Japanese, a whole Japanese. And 14 years of living in America added 0.5 into me. So I'm 1.5. Yeah, I'm bigger than 1. I'm 1.5. I fully embrace it. I love it. Yeah, so as a 1.5 person, I would love to deepen my understanding of both languages, the culture. I'm definitely still trying to get better with my Japanese as well. Japanese is such a beautiful, intricate language, and so is English. There's so much to learn from your own culture outside and everything else, so I'm invested in both Japanese-ness and American-ness. Alright, I'm about to wrap this up, but I hope this video was entertaining to some extent and helpful in some way. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know your comments and thoughts. That would be really appreciated. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.